I've lived in Georgia my entire life. People say you love it because you don't know any better. That couldn't be further from the truth. I vacation plenty of places, and while I love a lot of them, I still love getting back home to Georgia, and clearly some of you love making the move here. So today I want to share my top reasons why I have chosen to stay in the suburbs of Atlanta for so long. One of the things that I love is the introduction of micro-cities that have kind of developed through all of the suburbs of Atlanta. So living here for so long, used to when my husband and I would want to do date night, or you wanted to really do anything, going out to dinner or catch a theater, anything like that, you were driving into the city of Atlanta every single time. And with the introduction of micro-cities in Alpharetta, Roswell, Milton, Woodstock, Suwanee, almost every suburb now has its own little micro-city with tons of restaurants, shopping. There's lots of parks and green space. There's places for you to grab a pizza and then go to the green and have the kids play. Depending on what you're looking for, whether it's the thriving urban metropolis or trying to be in a home in the suburbs, you can really find it here within about 30 to 45 minutes of each other. While I absolutely love vacationing in Florida, being on the beach, having all of the warm weather, I don't think I could do it every day. I love the fact that Georgia experiences all 4 seasons. Right now it's fall at the time of this video, and we just got back from the mountains with all of the leaves changing bright oranges and reds and yellows, and it's just so pretty. Then you've got winter, which it's not that bad here. I have a lot of clients that have moved down from New York and New Jersey, and they talk about the snow, and I just don't think I could do that either. Winters here really, you're gonna be surprised if you see snow at all. We might have a snow every once in 5 years, but we've proved in 2015 we don't exactly know what to do with that. So more here, you're gonna experience ice than snow, but it usually only lasts for a day. And then you've got spring and summer. And yes, it can get hot, but we don't really hit triple digits, so it's tolerable. I just like being able to experience all 4 seasons and very distinctly. This next one might get mixed reviews, but one of the things that I love most about living in Atlanta is actually the airport. I love Hartsfield-Jackson Airport. And I know this might sound crazy to some of you guys, but I like the fact that when I get on the airplane, I'm pretty much guaranteed I'm going to my destination, especially if it's stateside. And even if it's overseas, I'm probably going straight there, maybe making one layover, where a lot of people are having to fly into Atlanta to then get off, get on another flight, and then get to their destination. I'm almost guaranteed I'm going straight there. Hartsfield-Jackson is chaotic. It's huge. There's actually a train to get you from one gate to another, and security can take what seems like a lifetime. But it's home, and I love it. I like to explore and see new places, and while this is a little bit of the opposite of what we were just talking about with the airport, I love the fact that living in Georgia, I can literally be to so many places by car within a relatively short time frame. We travel often, just taking little weekend trips with the family. There's places like Asheville, Charleston, the Gulf of Mexico that are all within a 5-hour drive or less. And then there's actually a beautiful coastline here in Georgia itself that so many people don't take advantage of, like Savannah, Sea Island, Jekyll Island. And then if you love beauty, you have to check out Cumberland Island. Have you ever been to the botanical gardens in Atlanta where they take millions of flowers and create something absolutely amazing? Or maybe you've traveled north and gone to the North Georgia mountains and checked out some of the beautiful waterfalls we have here, like Amicalola Falls. No matter which way you look at it, Georgia has some truly amazing hidden gems right here throughout the state. There's so many things to do and get into, like the World of Coke or going to the aquarium. And then again, going to the North Georgia mountains, there's endless hiking. There's literally so many places that I haven't been to them all. We have so many beautiful waterfalls, and a lot of people don't even know we actually have a little Grand Canyon. So whether you're here for the weekend, just kind of exploring, getting to know the area, or whether you live here permanently, there is a lot for you to get to know here in Georgia. Outside makes me happy. I don't know about you, but when the sun is shining and it's a pretty day outside, it just makes me feel happier. I love the fact that there is so much green space here in Georgia that has been kind of preserved with all of the parks and recreation going on. The fact that hiking is just 30 to 45 minutes from me. Gwinnett County has over 41 parks alone. If you're looking for green space, you're definitely gonna find it around here. You've got the boardwalk over in Roswell that spans over the Chattahoochee River. You've got Sims Lake Park here in Suwanee. You've got Wills Park over in Alpharetta. Not to mention, all of the towns have started to create greenways to kind of interlock everything. So you're not gonna be walking everywhere because, let's face it, the suburbs of Atlanta aren't really that walkable, but you could definitely bike or one wheel, whatever you choose to do in that, and you could get to a lot of things that way. And I really like that aspect because it's something new and fresh and a little bit urban that we didn't have before in the suburbs. I think the thing that I love the most about living in Atlanta, Georgia is the vibe. You've probably heard it, Southern hospitality, but it's a real thing here. I mean, people nod at you as you walk down the street. They give you the smile or the head nod, you know. Folks hold the door open for you and you start up a random conversation with somebody because why not? A lot of my clients that made the move here said they were actually surprised at how much Southern hospitality really was a real thing. Now, don't get me wrong, you're gonna have a grumpy pants every town you go to, but you are going to find that people here just, I don't know, they're happier. It's a whole vibe. If you follow me on Instagram, you already know that I'm always eating or drinking coffee somewhere, and yet I still haven't managed to eat or drink everywhere. There are so many different restaurants and pop-up coffee shop, mom and pop places, not these chain restaurants. It's brand new places. There's so many different cultures here and different types of food that I've never even had before. And I gotta say, I'm absolutely here for it because some of this food is absolutely amazing. And I love the fact that every town has something different. So every weekend you could truly go to somewhere new, and by the end of the year, you still wouldn't have tried it all. So let's talk real estate. Atlanta has a huge book of different types of housing. You've got early 1900s homes that are chock full of history. You've got ultra modern homes, and then we've still got horse farms or homes that are out in the middle of nowhere, really. You can live in a planned community with a neighborhood pool, tennis courts, and wave to the neighbor every day, or you could move out and get some acreage and build your own homestead. You name it, we've got it. I don't feel that there's ever gonna be one perfect place. There's a lot of growth here in Atlanta, especially in the suburbs, and you'll hear both negative and positive reviews on that depending on who you ask. Yes, traffic's a pain. We have affordability issues just like everywhere, but I love being a part of the growth here and watching the cities transform, and honestly just the whole vibe here. So if you're thinking about making a move here, or maybe you already live here and are thinking about making a move to one of the suburbs around, I'd love to talk further with you. You can reach out to me at ashley@myhaventeam.com or follow me on Instagram. Otherwise, I'll see you on the video next week.